Hey all, this is the third video on my journey of self-love. This is Saturday. The last one I filmed on Sunday and I posted on Tuesday, but try to post this one today. Um, I told you from the beginning I turned the comments off on this. I was trying not to care about comments and likes and things like that. This is my journey. This is for me, and if it helps one other person, that's wonderful. This is what I'm going through. I've had several people, though, contact me privately. They know how to get in touch with me, and some wonderful things people have said, people on their own journeys and how they've gone through some journeys and things like that. A dear friend I hadn't heard from in a while suggested a wonderful workbook that it's a book and a workbook I want to look at. And some other people have sent things and quotes and videos and like I said, people are on their own journeys. I do want to tell you though that I've said this in the very first video. I'm not clinically depressed. This isn't about depression, and I'm not suicidal. That's not what this is about. This is, I like the analogy of peeling an onion. We're all an onion, and we have layer after layer after layer after layer after layer getting to the center of the onion, and that's what I'm trying to do. Those layers are spirituality. This isn't a spiritual journey. I know I've been on that for a long, long time, and I kind of know what my connection is with the universe or God or whatever you want to call it. And this isn't a life's purpose journey. I pretty well know that. This is getting to the core of what has shaped some of the way I feel about me and beliefs, and why I put on this padding of weight, and why I make the decisions I make, and also how I qualify choices in my life, and when I call them bad or then call them good, why can't I just call them a choice, and I'm going to have to live with whatever the consequence is, whatever that consequence is. We all want to label things and say this is good and this is bad, or this is black and this is white, and not look at the gray, that there's so much gray in life. And if you read a lot of Abraham Hicks like I do, we're put here to live to be these wonderful beings, but we create this contrast by how we think and how we feel. Thoughts are palpable. They're real things. There's an energy to them, and as most of us learned in fifth grade science, I won't say all of us, but most of us, that every action has a reaction, and that energy does keep moving. We learned that in physics. They say that radio waves that have existed for years, the ones from the 30s, they keep going out into the universe. And if we were able to rush to the other side of the universe with a way to catch that radio wave, we would hear someone speak from the 1930s. So everything has energy. Words have energy, thoughts have energy, and it's how you feel about them. To misquote Gary Zukav, you can tell I have read in my lifetime a lot of spiritual New Age books. To misquote him, he talked about we can't control the actions and the emotions around us, but we can control how we react to them. And sometimes I wonder if that reaction that I have to them is buffered by how I feel about myself. So that's why I'm peeling this onion, to get to the center core of how I feel about myself, and stripping back these layers of onions. I've been doing it for years, but I've been doing a lot of it lately. And there's a lot going on in everybody's life. There's a lot going in my life. The things that are outside that are, that are there, they're going to happen. That contrasts what's going on in life. This is something that's even deeper for me than that. A journey that I've been needing to take now for 60 years. And as I told you about some of the things that have influenced me during my youth, and things that happened and people and stuff, what I've been working on in meditation this week is forgiveness, and trying to forgive the bullies and the bad situations and the bad bosses and the molester, and really work on forgiving them, because by forgiving them, I can let go of how I feel about it. Not forgetting, I'm not saying forgetting, it's always there, but forgiving and releasing. And the hardest part is forgiving me on how I feel about those things. So that's where I've been working this week. And by getting some of that stuff out of the way, then another thing I've been working on is a list of, okay, what are the things that I do like about myself? And are they superficial? Are they outside of the onion? Are they core issues in the way I feel? And you know, all the layers of the onion do affect the center. I mean, the spirituality, the, you know, as Freud said, you know, the id, the ego, and the superego, our ego, our narcissism, who we are, how we deal with people, how we deal with the world, that all affects everything going to the core. But I think we can go from the core out, and how we feel about things. And that's what I'm trying to change. You know, feelings are palpable too. How you feel about things are emotional. So I'm trying to find a list of things and how I feel about them that make me like myself, the things that I do like about myself. So that's what I'm working on this week. This is a journey. It's a long journey, and it is my journey. And thank you for the people that have contacted me. And please, you know, I understand you're all going on your own journeys, and we all have to, or at some time in our lives. I've done a lot of spiritual searching and things over the years, but this is really digging down to cores. I said, I can't afford therapy. This is my version of therapy, and I can look back at these videos and see what I've worked on and how I've grown, I hope, over the time and the years, you know, that I'm doing this, to feel better about myself, to find about who I am, and to find self-love. So that's what I'm working on this week. And thank you for joining me. I'll keep working on the forgiveness. I'll keep working on the likes. And please know that I can channel love to you, and I really do love and support you. Thank you